In this video, we will talk about how much of a down payment to put when you're purchasing a rental property. Hi, my name is Shyam Ganesh, and I'm with Grow Your Wealth Financial Planning. Oftentimes, I meet aspiring or current real estate investors, and they are always wondering how much of a down payment they should put when purchasing a rental property. Now, when I say rental property, I'm talking about a property that is going to be held for the medium to long run. So it is not a quick flip that you buy a property, renovate it, and sell. But it's a property you intend to keep and you intend to generate some revenue from, generate some income, rental income from, and utilize it as a part of your overall investments. So when you're looking to purchase such a rental property that is a buy and hold, if the question is how much to put as a down payment, here are some things you need to consider. So the first thing is, how much cash flow is there going to be on this property? So do the math when you're, before you purchase a property to say, here's what the rent that I will receive is, and then list out all of your expenses. If you had a very small down payment, what would your mortgage payment be? Add in all of your other costs, such as property taxes, utilities, any maintenance when you have a tenant, or if you have even a brand new house, maintenance can happen. So build a contingency for maintenance. If it's an older home, build more of a contingency for maintenance. And then don't forget, when you've gone through and added all the expenses, to also add the fact that if you have a positive cash flow, or even if you don't have a positive cash flow, if you have equity building in the house in your mortgage, there could be a tax bill, a personal income tax bill, because you are now earning positive income or revenue on that property. So make sure to include that. And when you do include that, figure out what your total cash flow is going to be for that house. Are you in the positive or in the negative based on that smaller down payment? Now, remember that when you do less than a 20% down payment, which is very rare, like when you're investing in a rental property, most lenders will ask you for a minimum 20% down payment. But if you do, figure out a way to, or you're living in a home and you convert it into a rental and it has less than 5% down, there might be some lenders who will make exceptions. But if you do put less than 20% down, you do have a mortgage insurance fee that's being added. And that's never good for a investment property, because the purchase price is what protects you. So the cheaper you can purchase the price, the better it is to protect your long-term investment. If the markets were to go up or down, then you are still protected if you buy low. And so by putting less than 20% down, you kind of lose some of that room. So the first thing then is just to look at your cash flow. You want to be cash flow positive. And so the larger down payment you put in, let's say 20 or 30% down, will ensure that you're more likely to be cash flow positive. Now, there's obviously going to be some appreciation in the value of that property over time, and that's great. But first and foremost, in order to figure out whether it's a good investment and how much of a down payment to put into that property, you want to know what the cash flow is, and you want to make sure that you have a positive cash flow after taxes. So there you have it. That's how you determine how much of a down payment to put on a rental property. If you need any help at all running through some numbers, if you are evaluating the purchase of a property, then please do fill out the form below, and that will qualify you for a consult where I'd be happy to run through some numbers with you. Thank you so much for joining me on this video, and have yourself a wonderful rest of the day. Please do like, share, subscribe, and if you have any other questions, post them below. I would love to hear that, and I would love to answer them on a later video. See you next time.